Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of Be Less Fat with Officer Ben. The workout for today is a little bit different. It was one of those days where I woke up and I wanted to get a workout in, but I didn't have the most energy in the world. I was feeling a little beat up. So I decided to go to the gym and do something a little bit different. And for this workout, I chose to do a sled routine. So pushing a sled, pulling a sled, doing weird things with a sled. Yeah. Oh, I also did some hand over hand with a rope. I did like 10 rounds of that. And then I went and did some push-ups and some step-ups and some sit-up type work just to kind of make it like a well-rounded routine. And then I had a little bit of time left, so I did some waiter carries at the end, which is like one hand with a dumbbell, going for a walk. It was kind of a fun workout, something a little bit different than what I normally do, and probably something different than what people are used to seeing. So I thought it'd be fun to record this workout and put it up kind of as an example of something that you can do that's not necessarily weight training, but will still burn a lot of calories and really get you a good workout. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video and I hope you learned something. I'll talk to you later. All right, so here we go with the first set of me working with this sled, and this workout is going to highlight a lot of different challenges that I had, or at least a lot of challenges that you have working out in a public commercial gym. Particularly, they go and they buy this sled, and I should have looked up what this sled is called. It's a really cool sled. You can put weights on it, but it also has like a setting where you can adjust the resistance. So with very little weight, very little weight that you have to purchase, you can actually get a pretty good amount of resistance on this sled. So they go and they buy this fancy sled that costs well over $1,000, but there's really no place in the gym that you can use this thing for more than like 10 yards. And if you're gonna push a sled for just 10 yards, I really don't see the point. So I use this area here, which is like the main travel corridor of the entire gym. And this was a mid-morning workout on one of my days off. So this is when all of the stay-at-home moms and retired ladies have their yoga class and their group classes. So this area is very heavily traveled on this day. And there's a lot of people that like to stand in front of my camera and jibber jab for a little while. I'm actually going to leave a lot of that in. For one, it's kind of hilarious. And two, I don't know if it's going to look right if I edit it out. So anyway, to get into the workout, because I got plenty of sets here and I don't mind kind of talking over them. What I did was I set the sled up and I decided to push it down in the first direction, and then I grabbed the handles and I pulled it back. And when I got to the back, I went ahead and attached this rope that I'm now holding, and I just pushed the sled out one more time and let the rope drag behind me. The plan was to come back to where my camera is and then just pull the sled all the way back. Unfortunately, the rope wasn't long enough, so I had to improvise a little bit and keep dragging the rope back out. So that's where I was able to, one of my buddies, I did this workout like years ago, and I put up a little clip of it. He called this my Batman versus Superman workout. So it was a little bit of that, but sometimes you have to get creative in the gym in order to make the workout right. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier that I actually rotated the camera position around multiple times while I did this workout. That way you could see kind of every angle of what I was doing. Unfortunately, these women think that it's more important that you get to see what they're doing. I try to be respectful of people when I'm recording in a commercial gym. I understand it's not something that everybody does. It's not something that you see every day. But I would think that if you saw like, what do I use like a box that you use for step-ups. If you see that sitting someplace that it's never sitting, and there's a giant camera with a giant wide-angle lens on it, maybe, just maybe, you should find someplace else to stand while you're talking about your favorite soap opera. Which I think most people's favorite soap opera right now is Yellowstone, from what I see on Facebook. But anyway, so here I am getting in my second set. I didn't record all 10 sets of this. I think I recorded 3 sets because I wanted to get 3 camera angles. So I did the push and the pull. I think I did an extra one here because I knew that those ladies were blocking the camera. So this is a little bit of bonus work. And as you can see by my face, you look really pretty when you're doing this kind of work. I don't know. This workout was funny. I laughed watching the footage because I can remember the reactions I got in the gym when I was doing this. Everybody thought I was crazy. And I don't know if people thought I was being rude or what have you, but when you bring this when the gym purchases this kind of equipment, I think they do it because they expect people to use it. And there's no other place to use it other than right here. So that's what I did. I'm going to hop out, just let the music go for a minute, and then I want to talk over the last set because it was kind of funny. All right, this is the fun one. I think this is going to make it into the thumbnail of the video. Put the camera and tripod right on the sled. I thought it would be cool, or perhaps terrifying, to see what I look like up close and personal when I'm doing this thing. Everything was going really well when I was pushing it out, but you'll see here in a moment, which I might edit some of it out because it was frustrating. As I'm pulling and I'm trying to adjust the sled and where it is, I actually knocked the camera off, and it's on this tripod that's like a flexible, bendy tripod. And when it fell on the ground, oh, there it goes. When it hit the ground right there, I couldn't get it back in the exact same position that I had it, and I was really happy with the angle I had, and it was frustrating. And then some guy starts talking to me somewhere around here, and I don't know. It was just kind of hilarious. But nonetheless, the workout must go on. So I was able to get my stuff together and pull through. So we'll get these sets done, and then pretty soon I think we're going to switch to another exercise.
I know what you could call that.
What's that?
Especially when you're pushing it, call it Prometheus bound.
Oh yeah?
Big myth about the guy who pushes the rock up a hill and it keeps coming down.
That's what it feels like. I've done it before for 400 yards at my old gym,
we used to have these 400 by 400 challenges where you do anything with 400 pounds and do it for 400 yards. I did it with a sled. I've done it pushing and pulling, and I did it with a yoke with weight on my back. That was the worst thing I ever did in my life. It hurt. Yeah.
All right, so now, as they say, it's time for something completely different. Although, it's not really as different as you might think. Technically, I'm calling this a leg day, but kind of in the training phase that I'm in, instead of just doing like body part specific workouts, I like doing kind of whole body conditioning type work. So this is going to be a little circuit, and it's still kind of legs focused as far as I'm concerned. So I did probably 20 push-ups. That's a number I usually go for. And then I'm going to do some step ups here, some single leg step ups. I'm not going to count them while I'm talking. Oh, this is funny. I'll remind you what this lady's doing. Well, right, I'll just talk about it. So this lady, she likes to sit on equipment and waste it. She like dances around and does all this weird stuff all over the gym. And what she did was she came over and she had her headphones in. I had my headphones in. I was literally in the middle of working out, so I didn't want to stop and take my headphones out and talk to her. But she could have easily taken her headphones off so she could hear me. She's asked me if I was using that piece of equipment, and I said, yes, I'm using this piece of equipment. And then she asked me multiple times, and I was like, hey, sorry, I can't hear you with my headphones. And right when I got it paused, she said something to the effect of, well, gosh, you don't have to have an attitude about it, which is just kind of funny. It's obvious. My gym bag, my water bottle, everything is set up like I'm using that piece of equipment. Don't be that person in the gym who does that kind of stuff. So, sorry, I kind of went on a tangent. If you go to the gym any period of time, you're gonna go on these kind of tangents. So, we're gonna do this over, because this is the set number 2. I think I did 3 sets, and when I'm doing this stuff, I try to get different camera angles, or I'll get in different positions for you, so you can see I'm actually pretty decent at doing push-ups. I don't know. It's not just that I'm decent doing push-ups, but I want to show that I'm actually going all the way down and all the way up. So here we are again with 20 push-ups, and then it's going to be 10 step-ups per leg, 10 to 15. I can't remember exactly what I did. And then we're going to go do some sit-ups, and I think I'm doing 15 sit-ups. And this is all, really lightweight for me. Normally when I'm doing these step-ups, I'm holding 50-pound dumbbells. Normally when I'm doing those sit-ups, I'm holding a 45-pound plate. But for the purposes of this workout, I just wanted to get in and get my body moving, because I wasn't feeling the greatest on this day. I think when I do the final set of step-ups, I do grab some dumbbells, because I was getting a little frustrated that it was a little bit light and I wasn't getting the work in my legs that I wanted to get. But if you don't use dumbbells, this is the way you do them. And hopefully when I do grab the dumbbells in a second, I do them right, so you can see that. But I'm going to go and hop out now and just let the rest speak for itself. Alrighty, so to finish out the workout today, I decided to do some wader carries. This is an exercise that gets put into a lot of people's programs that I've used in the past. It's not something that I particularly feel is super useful, but if you do them at the end of a workout when you're already pretty exhausted, I do think that you can get some work out of them. Mostly just because you're moving, you're walking, you're burning some calories, you're carrying some extra weight, and it does help build a little bit of stability in the shoulder joint there. So occasionally I'll do some wader carries. I don't know, we're gonna see the dumbbell here in a little bit, so I don't want to misspeak. Probably using 60 or 70 pounds on these. I'm not going to talk over the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of let it go. And that's going to be it for the workout. So when I'm finished with these, I think I'm just going to button up and get out of here. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I do believe I'm going to be streaming on Saturday, so please stop by for that. I will talk to you later.